Watching Checkpoint, let's continue informing you. Now, as refugees are integrated in Kenyan communities, they're now being called upon not to get involved in crime. The call was made during this year's World Refugee Day that was held at the Kakuma refugee camp situated in Turkana County. Here's that report.
A touch of dance from Ethiopia and the talking drums of Burundi. This was during this year's World Refugee Day, a day celebrated every 20th of June to shine a light on issues affecting refugees. They include their rights, needs and aspirations, for they too are humans. It is also a celebration of diversity and tolerance for people united by a twist of fate away from their ancestral homes when their peace was compromised. The day was first commemorated in 2001 to commemorate the global body's 50th anniversary of the 1951 Convention on the Status of Refugees. At the Kakuma refugee camp where the event was held, locals also took part. After all, refugees here are integrated in local communities under the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees Shirika Plan. Under this program, at least 700,000 refugees in Dadaab and Kakuma refugee camps are set to be absorbed in the local municipalities. In return, locals will benefit with development projects by local and international partners and the United Nations.
Forced displacement is a challenge, but solidarity today we have is a shared human value we cherish and we celebrate.
Despite the tremendous obstacles they face, many refugees have risen to be successful entrepreneurs and business owners who are rebuilding their lives, providing for themselves and their families, and giving back to their host communities.
We reaffirm our commitment to policies compliant with the international conventions. We are integrating refugees into our education system and are writing Kenya's welcoming society.
However, this partnership comes with some uninvited results, including crime perpetuated by both locals and some refugees. This is what the Kenya National Commission on Human Rights is warning against.
As far as access to justice is concerned, and the statistics there show that a number of refugees have been arrested as suspects in cases of robbery with violence and defilement. These are grievous human rights violations once proven, and the rule of law must take its own course.
This year's celebration, themed Hope Away from Home, was meant to highlight the need to allow refugees to study and live fulfilling lives in the safety havens, in this case, here in Kenya.
We could wish to request for a stable budget of food basket, electronic food, stock, cash, vouchers, Bamba Chakula.
Most refugees in Kenya are hosted within the Kakuma and Dadaab refugee camps situated in the north. While Dadaab mostly houses refugees from the Horn of Africa, Kakuma is more diverse. Majority of the refugees here are from South Sudan. Most of the Somali refugees in Kakuma were transferred from Dadaab refugee camp in 2009. In general, majority of the refugees in Kenya are from Somalia, the South Sudan, Democratic Republic of Congo, Ethiopia and Burundi. With new conflicts and climate change displacing more people in the region, including the so-called forgotten war in Sudan, the number is expected to spike. UN data says 117.3 million people were forcibly displaced in the world by the end of 2023.
Gor Mahia lifts the FKF Premier League trophy.